Hey, Vam. What's your name? Nobody said kick your leg. Oh, them old funky feet. This little girl is sick. She has the flu. The old stupid flu. Yeah, she's sleeping with her coat on.
Yeah, it's not going to be warm in that.
Hold on, let me say this.
Okay. We are here today. You can introduce. Hey, everybody. It's me, Marquita. Go ahead.
I'm Gary. We'll read you the story of the parable of the Good Samaritan.
Yeah. First, tell them about today.
Oh, today we're celebrating, of course, still doing our National March Days.
Uh-huh.
Today being March the 13th is National Good Samaritan Day.
And,
I don't know.
well, no. Tell them to check out CGG.
Okay. She asked that you check out CGG, Queen of the Crazies.
Queen of the Crazies.
Queen of the Crazies. She's also doing the National March Days.
Y'all go check out her video for today. I won't tell y'all what she did today, but because I want y'all to go over and watch her video. But I will link it in the description below and in the pinned comment. And I am doing my National March Days on Good Samaritan. Now, how me and Gary thought about doing it is because, like, if you're a Good Samaritan, you're not going to film it, because that means you're not doing it to be authentic, like you're doing it for show. So I was like, I wanted to do this because this story in the Bible is the reason I am such a giving person. I am actually too giving, I'm too giving, and I get taken advantage of quite often. But because I feel like it is very godly and, Christianly to help anybody that needs help. Like, my thing is, I will never turn away somebody for food. I will never do that. If I have food and they're hungry, I will feed them. If I have money and they truly needed it, and all my needs are met. Now, of course, I always want things, but need things, that's how I determine everything, is in a want or need. Like, for instance, I want a house. I technically don't need a house because I have an apartment, knock on wood. So I'm not homeless. So I don't need a house. I want a house. And that's how and with the Billies, that is a need. It's a want too. Like, cosmetically, I want it, but like actually function, I need new Billies. If y'all don't know what Billies are, that's my teeth. It crossed over from a want to a need. Like, it is a real authentic need. So, like I said, I base everything off of being a good person, thinking, would would God be happy if he sees what I'm doing? Or is he happy seeing what I'm doing? You know, so I do it based on, will this make God happy? And I think it will. For everybody need to help each other in their need. Okay, sorry, go ahead.
Okay. And the parable is from Luke 10, verses 25 through 37. I'm reading it out of the New International Version. It's the parable of the Good Samaritan. On one occasion, an expert of the law, being a Pharisee, stood up to test Jesus. Teacher, he asked, what must I do to inherit eternal life? What is written in the law? He, being Jesus, replied, how do you read it? He, back to the Pharisee, love thy God, love the Lord your God with all your heart and with all your soul and with all your strength and with all your mind, and love your neighbor as yourself. You have answered correctly, Jesus replied. Do this and you will live. But he wanted to justify himself, so he asked Jesus, and who is my neighbor? In reply, Jesus said, a man was going down from Jerusalem to Jericho when he was attacked by robbers. They stripped him of his clothes, beat him, and went away, leaving him half dead. A priest happened to be going down the same road, and when he saw the man, he passed by on the other side. So too, a Levite, when he came to the place, he saw him, passed by on the other side. But a Samaritan, as he traveled, came where the man was, and when he saw him, he took pity on him. He went to him and bandaged his wound, poured on oil and wine. Then he put the man on his own donkey, brought him to an inn, and took care of him. The next day, he took out 2 denarii, which is the coins, and gave them to the innkeeper. Look after him, he said, and when I return, I will reimburse you for any extra expense you may have. Which of these 3 do you think was the neighbor to the man who fell into the hands of the robbers? The expert in the law replied, the one who had mercy on him. Jesus told him, go and do likewise.
Yeah.
End of the parable.
Yeah, and that's the story that I heard, that it's called the Good Samaritan because it was a man from Samaria.
No, he was just a man going down the street.
No, it was the name.
Samaria is the one that saved you.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, he was from.
I was
Samaria.
saying, yeah, he was from the town of Samaria or whatever, and they were known as thieves and what was it? Thieves and robbers or something.
Yeah, murderers or something.
Yeah, murderers or something. And they so they were known to be bad, and so this man that helped them was the only good, or was a good Samaritan.
He was the only one that did what he should have done, rather
Yeah.
than what
Well,
the
I'm
priest did and everybody
saying,
else.
that's where it comes from, the Good Samaritan, because he was a Samaritan and he did good. That's where that comes from. But I was just in case nobody don't know the story, Gary.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's where the Good Samaritan came from, because it was a man from, Samaria or whatever, and he was good, and he was a good Samaritan. So, as of like me, I'm a good Tennessean or a good Knoxvillian. I don't consider myself a good Samaritan because I don't do it for praise. I do it because I would want the same thing to happen to me. Like if I was hungry, if I was cold and all that, I would want somebody to basically take pity on me and, help me. So that's how I think of people. I don't do it to take pity on them. I do it to maybe, if I'm scratching this person's back, if I'm ever in the same predicament or in a predicament like it, that I will get my back scratched. Not as a tit for tat, not as a, not as I do good, so now you gotta do good for me. No, that's why I don't ask nobody for anything. I don't ask anybody. And it's not because I'm proud and that I have everything that I want and need. It's because I feel like if I truly need it, I would ask. I would put my pride aside. Like if it's for my kids, like I very much humble myself. And for myself, I typically don't humble myself, not because, I'm proud. It's because anything about myself, I feel like I should be able to take care of myself. And I don't like asking for help. Especially if it's not a dire emergency, because if I can live without the thing or get along without it, then I don't feel like that I should ask. But that's just me. That's my point. That's my view. That's how I feel. And I feel as a parent that, and I know, and I'm getting better with it, but I feel like anything that my kids need, like I shouldn't have to ask anybody because I am their mother and I should be able to provide any and everything that they will ever need. So, like I have asked very humbly for help. For instance, one time the finances wasn't like it like something happened and money didn't get moved around and stuff, and it was a couple days before Christmas, and I felt so bad, and I called a couple of people, and I was in so much tear because I felt I was the worst parent in the world, that I had to ask somebody to buy, my kids a gallon of milk and buy my kids cereal. And I mean, you gotta look at it. The girls were 3. So this was like almost 3 years ago. It's like 2 years ago. And so it was like I said, a couple days before Christmas. And it was a good thing that me and Gary got a loan that year. And I didn't have to make my first payment until the end of December. But because we got it the end of November, I went on and did a payment at the beginning of December. So I paid technically like a month early because the payment wasn't due. And it was a good thing that happened because, like I said, the finances didn't work out to where if I didn't get that loan, my kids wouldn't have had Christmas, which is not the worst thing in the world, because, Christmas is all about Jesus, But, like, I asked for a gallon of milk and a box of cereal because that's what my girls would eat. And I mean, yeah, both of you got something on the side of your face. I think you got ice cream.
Yeah, she does.
Yeah. But they still to this day are still picky eaters, and that was like one thing that they would eat is cereal. So that's why I asked for a gallon of milk, the Aphodophilus milk, because if you don't know, my girls are lactose intolerant, both of them. Savannah more than Hannah. Savannah got way more health problems than Hannah. But yeah, huh? No. And so that's why I asked for cereal and I asked for milk. Because we weren't asking for anything. Me and Gary, we weren't asking for anything for us. And then the only other thing that I did ask, because my light bill comes out at the end of the month. And I was like, I won't have enough money for my light bill. And I did ask for that bill. But because it's automatically deducted from my banking account, they couldn't stop the payment. And I couldn't pay anything early because the payment technically was already being processed, even though it wasn't on the due date. But I did that for my girls, and I asked three people. I asked two people, and the two people that I asked did help me out, and I felt so horrible because I felt like my only responsibility in life that I feel like is to be a mother, to take care of my kids. That's my main focus. That's the reason I'm alive. And I couldn't do that. So, I said that whole long story just to say that's why I help people, because you never know when you're going to need help. And just imagine if I never helped anybody and then I was in that circumstances, would my girls got to eat? No, probably not. And I would have felt doubly horrible because my girls would have probably eventually got hungry, because they don't get hungry as it is right now, but I don't know, they might have. I can't say that they wouldn't have got hungry. And they never had to feel hunger, because I always make sure that they have something that they like to eat. Even though they don't eat it, I have it to give it to them. So, and I never want them to feel hunger, because I have felt hunger many a times as a kid. And I never want them to ever experience that. Like, not even like one time. But anyways, hopefully y'all enjoy that video. The story. And like I say, I do good things for people all the time, and I don't say nothing, and I would never say what I have done for somebody, like, because I didn't do it for the praise. I do things for people out of the kindness of my heart, and if I do something for somebody, I'm not looking for a payback ever. And I tell people, if they need help and I'm in the circumstances where I can help financially or physically or even just listening to them, I'm not wanting anything in return. I don't want anything from them. If I'm in a situation that I can help and it is truly a need of theirs, I will help. No questions asked. And without needing or wanting a payment back in any way. But y'all go over and check on check out CGG's channel, Queen of the Crazies, and check out the video she did today. I think y'all would like it. She sings she sings a song in her video that I haven't sung since, I think, like kindergarten, maybe first grade. So I'm laughing because, like, it brought back memories, and I was sitting up there singing with her while watching the video. And so I laughed because I was like, I'm such a big kid. But yeah, y'all go over and check out her video that she did today. Y'all will love it. And it probably will bring back some childhood memories for y'all also. But have a blessed day. And like I said, I will link her information in the description below and in the pinned comment. All right. Have a nice day. Bye.